Oh, let me, come on, that's it. No, 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 you're not doing that. Calm down. Right, watch when I stop. Right, it's being petted. You like it? You like it? You like it? Oh, I'm stopping now. Oh, I'm stopping what? I'm stopping stroking you now, Sam. I'm stopping now. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out? Hello, my name is Martin and welcome back to another video. So today, nothing special, it's just middle of August and we're just trying to catch the final bit of summer really. Well, what I think is probably going to be the final bit of summer, because you know what it's like in Britain. We get to about mid-August and you give up all hope. So it's quite a sunny day today and I'm out with my little friend, Sam the dog. So Sam isn't my dog, Sam belongs to my friend Gary. So I just said I'd take him out because Gary's working all day today. If you watched another one of my videos, I think it was Vlog with the Dog, Sam was in that as well. So Gary's working all day today, so I said I'd take Sam out for a little wander in the sort of semi-countryside that we've got here where I live. So I'm going to take Sam into Rabbit Field, and as soon as he gets in the field he goes into terrier mode because he can smell the rabbits and he loves it in here. I wouldn't let him catch any or anything like that, but all his instincts kick in. So come on Sam, let's go to Rabbit Field. Oh, he keeps sniffing the camera and putting all slaver all over it. So this is a huge field in Chadderton, like I call it Rabbit Field, and over there is Oldham. Ooh, come out there Sam, it's dirty. Come on, dirty water. I've just noticed some of the flowers that are growing here. It's very similar to some of the ones that grew at Pomona Island. So maybe some of them aren't that rare after all at Pomona Island, but I'm not really a wildflower expert, to be honest with you. So this is Foxdenton Park and that's Foxdenton Hall behind me. I've been coming here for as long as I can remember, since being a tiny child, and I don't know anything about the hall, and it's a beautiful place. So perhaps when I get home I'll look up something and try and put some information on for you. So Foxdenton Hall, as with a lot of these houses, they were built on the site of a former large house that was then pulled down back in the 1600s, and then that was built in 1710. It was built between 1710 and 1730. When it was started, it was Queen Anne that was on the throne, and when it was completed, it was George I that was on the throne, and indeed it's built in the Georgian style. George I was one of the first of the German kings in England, George I, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and it was the House of Hanover. Strange time during the English monarchy. Anyway, quite a beautiful place. It was built for the Radcliffe family, who was obviously a very rich and wealthy family at the time, and they kept it till the 1800s. And then I think they left and moved to Dorset, but kept the house on for a while. And if you look on the side here, there's a blue plaque. Now I had to look up the name on that blue plaque. So this was also the home of Lydia Ernestine Becker. So who was this lady? Well, apparently she was a very clever lady. She had a keen interest in botany and astronomy, and she founded the Ladies Manchester Literary Society, and she had regular correspondence with Charles Darwin apparently.
However, she also founded was one of the original founders of the suffragette movement, and it was an event organised by Lydia and Ernestine Becker that Emmeline Pankhurst witnessed her first public gathering. So it sounds like Lydia Becker was one of the early suffragettes, and indeed it's something that she'd organised. Emmeline Pankhurst turned up and witnessed, and probably this was the catalyst for her to go on, take up the torch and carry on the women's movement forward. So I never knew about Lydia Becker, but quite interesting that.
I'd love to be able to let him off the lead, but the thing about Sammy's is the terrier, and they're renowned for it. You let him off the lead, he'll stay around you for a bit, and suddenly he'll get the scent of a rabbit or a fox or anything really, and he's gone. You've lost him. And to be honest with you can't let him off the lead, because last time he did it, he chased a cat and almost got run over. So you just have to keep him on the lead all the time. Such a shame. But terriers are renowned for it apparently, and I read in a book that once they've got the scent of something and they run off, your voice shouting them back is just like an annoying flea in their ear, and they ain't coming back for nobody. So Sam stays on the lead. See what I mean about the hall? Probably one of these places that the council owns and is responsible for, and they can't quite keep up the maintenance on it. So these places, unfortunately, while they're probably listed and they're not going to get pulled down, they do end up falling into sort of a state of dilapidation to a point. Look at that. Just it's the sort of place where you look up there and you see the face of a girl at the window. Wouldn't that just be awesome? and then she just turns away, or you look back again and she's gone. So yeah, years and years of leaves that have fell here. And my dad came here when I was about, God, I must have been about 6 or 7 years old, right? And he brought a shovel with him and a bag, and he started digging here. And you know what he was digging for? Well, the soil for one, because he wanted to grow tomatoes in it, because it was so rich in sort of compost. And the second thing was worms. Worms for the garden and for his fishing. And when we dug this up, the amount of worms in here was phenomenal. Anyway, a memory of a worm story for you. Foxdenton Bridge, that goes up and down that for the canal boats. I think I've got a picture somewhere of it going up, and that way down the canal there goes to Manchester, and this is the Rochdale Canal. So that's Swan Mill. See what I mean about Lowry? The camera's shaking because Sam's shaking. Yeah, these places are absolutely vast. Look at the size of it, and much of those upper floors will be completely empty. What are you eating, Sam? So we think Sam is a Jack Russell. We're not quite sure, because Sam was a kind of a rescue dog. Like I say, Gary told the story in my video that's called Vlog with a Dog. And we think Sam's some sort of Jack Russell type dog. We think there's a variation on a Jack Russell called a Parsons Jack Russell. And Sam being a little bit taller than a little short squat Jack Russell, we think that's what he is. We think he's a Parsons Jack Russell. So if anyone knows, give us a little comment and let me know whether you think he's a Jack Russell or whether you think he's a Parsons Jack Russell. So this used to be a railway bridge, and that's the Rochdale Canal, and the railway bridge went that way over there. And like I say, that used to be a railway bridge, and then this here, this path behind me that you see here, but it used to be a branch line that came off the Manchester to Rochdale route, and this was a branch line that came off and went to Chadderton Coal Concentration Depot. And this is what the railway line crossed, just rough farmland really. There's Oldham mill chimney there. I'll have to go and fly my drone up there. So we're going to venture back to the canal now, where it's death by dragonfly. Look, he wants to go back into Rabbit Field. Someone's tired. Are you tired? We're tired you out. Hey, he sits down when he gets tired. Are you tired out now? Interesting thing about this lock here, and do you remember chopper bikes? Well, I had a sparkling red chopper bike, right? And my mate came down the canal here when I was a kid. My mate, Martin, can I have a go on your bike? Can I have a go on your bike? Yeah, of course you can, mate. Yeah, no problem. Off he went. Next minute he comes back alone, wet through, no bike. Where's the bike? In the lock. And there at the bottom of the canal, with bubbles just coming up from it, is me, shiny red chopper bike. Yeah, so he did the right thing, did the decent thing in the end. He went back in and got it for me. In fact, I can't remember if he went back in for it or if we hooked it out and got it out. But I was just like, well, I'm not going in for it and I don't know how to get it out. You better get it out now. Look at that. Tomatoes growing on the side of the canal. Well, tomatoes to my untrained eye. Are they tomatoes? I'm a bit concerned about that bit off the bottom there. Wonder if they've spilled over from someone's garden. Very strange to find such a thing by the canal. Hey, did you like the little walkies? Yes, you did, didn't you? Did you like it? Yes. Did you like your walk? You're a big tired boy now. He's a big tired boy now. God knows. So, I hope you liked the video. It was just a quick summer day walk. Nothing special today, just a quick vlog. And I shall see you in the next video very soon. Take care.